welcome to the, I suppose it's the second video of the New Year's, but this is the first one with the new 4K camera, which, like my old one, doesn't have great audio doesn't have a great audio range, but it does have perfect audio quality. The other one kind of makes a choppy, weird noise. It sounds like there's a fan going on inside of it, even though it's far too small to have a fan. So we're still recording audio with my phone, which is fine, because that audio is great and it has a good range for picking up audio. So, with our first exciting video of 2019, we have a blaster that needs a lot of darts, because it's awesome and slightly jank, but awesome. This is a blaster that I've leaked on the Discord once or twice, but it's basically done now. It's the beautiful XBZ integrated Bullpup Adventure Force CommandFire. You can already basically tell what else is going on here, right? So we've taken its handle from over here in this horrible location and put it here where it's really built like it was meant to be there, and it's reinforced with a plate of conduit PVC and lots of screws to make it very secure, with a piece of 1-inch orange PEX here, some E-tape to clean up my really bad overzealous Dremel work here. That is properly secured into here. And the shoulder mount off of the XBZ is now our buttstock. I would recommend if you do this, do it upside down from how I have it, because it kind of digs into the top of the shoulder, kind of cuts into the collarbone. It's a little bit uncomfortable. And then this is the bit that's like right here that I made a cheek rest out of. It's not really complete. I've overdone it and, well, made it a little bit of a mess. And I had to turn one of its just normal support posts into a screw post for a nice big screw there, and a little bit of notching for that post there. And then the notching here was to clearance this and kind of make it have a snap. I wanted to hinge this so that I could have access to dart storage or absolver storage in the stock, which I'm still going to do, just I'll have to fiddle with that a bit. So the cheek rest area is a bit of a work in progress, but everything else is basically done. We have our hole here capped off with part of the inside of a dust vacuum, and we have a Bell brand 100 style, which means it's a single action instead of a dual action pump, which the dual action pumps are just harder to pump, and you don't benefit from having that slower rate of fire. You know? And then very removable here for adjustment. Here's our trigger, which is a piece of brass with a piece of a drill bit in it, and then sleeved inside a piece of aluminum, and it's kind of convoluted, and that took a while. And underneath the thing here, we've made slices to accommodate, to make it removable. Here's our XBZ, and yeah, which is great. And I have not done anything internally to this, other than there was one resistor here in the corner on the negative lead. I removed that, which opened up the flow, and this thing, well, is ridiculously powerful as it is. So the internals aren't messed up much. I just had to make extensions into some of the wires. If I'd have known when I wired this that I was going to add this, I probably would have routed the wires through here, because right in here was a little bit of a pain, a little bit of a mess. So, yeah. The XBZ portion of this thing is totally removable, however you do maintain the hose and the barb fitting, which is literally just socketing into here with the standard Schrader valve system. So the pump can come right off. Yeah. And then the hose is routed through the top of this guy, out a hole here and then back a loop. It's kind of a mess, but you know, I did what I could to fit the amount of hose I had, which probably should have been cut down, but wasn't. And we have ourselves a 4-dart thread-on absolver here. I have several 3-dart absolvers. It's just 3/4 inch PVC. I like using the conduit stuff for some reason. It just seems nicer to me. And if you leave it out in the sun in your car, it's much less likely to warp, because it is UV resistant. Albeit it's not heat resistant, so I don't know. It doesn't degrade in the sun. It just kind of warps like the other stuff. And then that's all tidied up with this. I'll probably add some gates in here so I can use dart storage around the XBZ without them falling underneath of it, which would be a mess. I'm not certain if I have batteries in this barrel or not. I do. It sounds way noisy for some reason. Doesn't seem to be jammed. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The rev switch is still in the stock location, which is a little bit of a pain. Not sure why you'd want to listen to that or watch the feeder working, but you know, you might. Let's load it up. Oh yeah, alternatively, or another thing I've done is, because the inside of these are really tight fit, and that's kind of slows down your reloads, I took a 1/2-inch drill bit and reamed them out a bit to make them fit darts a tad more loosely. So they're tuned a bit better. X-strap darts are probably not optimal for this, but you know, whatever. As long as you get consistent, they should all fire. Or get consistent dart fit. Sometimes it only shoots 3, which is fine, because it's still a big shotgun burst. I'm sorry, I know when I bump the table it does shake the camera a little bit, but I'll see if I can't use some image stabilization on that. We don't really want to load these backwards, they don't fire as well then. And like the great Wacom has noted, these things really don't seem to jam, which is fantastic. Another thing about, you know, that all flywheelers share, though, is some of these darts are kind of chewed up and split and damaged from being run through overpowered blasters and being stepped on and being old, and some of them coming into close proximity to a fire. Don't ask. It's not a good story. Yep, don't want that in there, though. That will jam it, of course. That's how blasters end up in thrift stores. Old school Busby sticky dart. Maybe a non-front loaders. And then the pump is a bit awkward, especially in the battlefield. There you go, that should be plenty of pump settled. Oh yeah. So, you know, you've got your assault rifle, and, whoops, well, I don't know how that happened, but apparently my XBZ is not happy with this current location. Doesn't help it happy about something. I was going to say, though, you have your assault rifle, and then you pop up your crosshair sight, and suddenly you have your anti-aircraft flak gun. That's a neat thought. Let's see if we can pick these up. Yep. Yeah, new camera. Already shot it with something that hits 90 FPS. Yep, we're jammed a tad bit. Not very. Oh, it shot the head off. Does that every once in a while. X-shot darts aren't the best thing ever. And that's pretty much it. I had a name for this thing at one point, but I've kind of forgotten what it is, so when I remember, we'll let you know. But anyways, may your New Year's resolutions come along better than my cold start video did on New Year's Eve, or morning. It was morning, actually. Yeah, I recorded that at like 1 in the morning with the old camera, which will be interesting because I will be able to do 1080 footage with both cameras going, possibly some indoor wars in this room set up with my nephews over there and me over here, or vice versa, and you know, a couple different two different camera angles, and see what we can do with that. That might be fun, you know. something like a more family-friendly version of Gun versus Gun, or those clickbaity, kitty, nerd war videos. Whatever. It's basically done. It's already perfect. I love it. It's my favorite heavy rifle because it's just it's so good. It's so nice. It's so very nice. Sounds like someone's here. I better go. See you next time. And remember,